Hey everybody, long time no see. So just last night I went to see Please Subscribe, the documentary about YouTubers, and it's safe to say that it was probably one of my most favorite things I've ever seen. That was probably bad grammar. Not only was it inspiring as a YouTuber, which I am wary of calling myself considering I post like 0 videos ever, but it was also inspiring as a creator of things. Like, it didn't necessarily make me go, now I want to be a YouTuber more, this is going to be great, this is going to be awesome. It made me go, now I want to actually do something with my life and create something, because that's what makes your life better. It's not necessarily doing the same thing they do, but doing something that you love. And for me, that brought up the question, do I love YouTubing? Is this something that I want to do? Normally, I consider myself, if anything, to be a writer. I've written stories since I was a child. That doesn't necessarily make me a good writer, though. Just when I was cleaning my room, I found, well, I didn't find, I know where they were, but I found my old notebooks, and one of them from 8th grade, but in them was a Sailor Moon Harry Potter crossover fanfic, which is the funniest thing I've ever read that I've wrote. So this story began with Sailor Venus. She somehow made it over to the Harry Potter universe and was found out about Hogwarts, and then the other Sailor Scouts followed her through, and this focuses on Draco Malfoy, who Sailor Mars is in love with, and basically Sailor Mars and Draco are in love, and Draco is actually Jadeite from the Negaverse, and Ray is in love with Ron, and then this causes all types of craziness with the trio, and it's pretty ridiculous. "I've never even tried a kiwi before," she exclaimed. You get the picture. I haven't always been a good writer, but now I've written 2 novels, and they might not be good novels, but I'm still a writer, and it's something that I love to do. And we have this writing competition in our state called Power of the Pen, and there's district regionals and state competition, and I always made it to regionals, but I never placed ever. Like, I was in it for 2 years and I never placed, and like my friends did pretty much. Like, we had a very small team, but my friend Erica placed a lot, my friend Tara placed a lot, and the people in the grade above me or the below me placed a lot as well. But I never placed, which was really hard for me because I really wanted to be a writer. And then my last year in it, at the regional tournament, my friend got 3rd place, my friend Tara. She was like she was my best friend at the time. The announcer, I guess you could call him that, is saying who won 1st place, and he said my name, and I was just sitting there so confused. I was shaking. But that's, I think, a testament to who I am as a writer. I'm not a writer who necessarily writes good all the time, but I'm a writer that doesn't quit until I do. Sorry, I keep looking over here. It's just, this lighting is so much better than my usual lighting that I'm just like, let me look at myself and not at the camera. Ooh, ooh. But as I was thinking about how I'm a writer, I was thinking about, does that mean I can't be a YouTuber? Which obviously it doesn't. I mean, John Green, writer, YouTuber. But then I was thinking, do I actually like to express myself through YouTube videos? But as you can see, it's not something that I feel like I have to do a lot. But then it comes to the question, do you choose to be a YouTuber? Which I think is kind of a weird question, but if I put it with my other self, that sounds really stupid, but if I put it with my writer part of me, it sounds more legitimate. Do you choose to be a writer? And I think that answer to that question is yes. If I hadn't have kept trying, I would never be where I am today as a writer. And it's not necessarily that all my time was spent trying, writing. There are times when I just didn't want to write, because I didn't think of myself as a writer yet. But now that I do love to write. So, to me that means I have to keep making videos until I know for sure if it's a thing I want to do, and to an extent force myself to make videos. For me, I'm a very goal-oriented person. That's why NaNoWriMo works so good for me, and I'm doing the 50 books in a year New Year's resolution challenge, which has been going pretty well for me. I have to force myself to do things, even things I like reading. And so I think this is something I'm going to have to force myself to do. But if I keep forcing myself to do it, eventually it'll become something that I want to do and that I like to do, and that I sit in class instead of doing math, writing YouTube scripts or whatever. So I'm setting a goal for myself. I want to post a new video every week. I'm not going to post a specific day because my schedule changes rapidly, so I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be posting it, but I want to post a video every week. I feel like, I don't know, when I look in the thingamabob, when I look over there, which I'm not supposed to do, I feel like I look a bit like Shauna from Nanaloo. Maybe it's just me. We kind of, really, if you look at a picture of me smiling though, and a picture of Jason Monday smiling, we could be distant cousins. Yep, that's a true fact that you might not have known. Bye. Also, if you haven't heard of the YouTube channel Thoughts from a High Place, or Thoughts from a High Place, or whatever it's called, something like that. It's a YouTube channel being started soon by Colin. And he hasn't been able to get on the computer lately, so he hasn't been able to start it yet, but I just wanted to tell everyone about it and to go make a YouTube video for it and be prepared, because I'm really excited about this project. I want to make a new Thoughts from High Places video every week once it starts. That's how excited I am about this. It's it seems so interesting to me. I'm in love with it, and it's really geeky. I'll put details about that in the whatchamacallit. I really want to have my own name for it, but I don't know what that should be, so when I think of something witty, I'll make it that.